What if the reason that you feel stuck, uninspired, or even disconnected in your business isn't because you are unmotivated or ungrateful or even lazy, but because your business has actually outgrown the version of you who built it? Now, welcome back. If you are new here, my name is Jessica Reed. I built multi-six-figure business during nap times. As a mum, I have been in the game long enough to know that real growth isn't just about more strategy. It is about becoming the woman who can actually hold it. Now, I am a serial entrepreneur, a visibility and frequency strategist, and the creator of something I'm going to share with you today, which is all about the frequency first model and the stalled to sales flow diagnostic. What I'm sharing with you today is a lived and felt experience that I have had, that I have pieced together, and it has changed my business, particularly in the way that I troubleshoot my business and my clients' lives from the inside out. So let's talk about what we're actually going to talk about today, okay? We are going to talk about the low-key suffocating that you are feeling that you might not be naming. So I want you to think about this waking up, if this is you, waking up before your alarm and your brain is already racing. If you're feeling dread instead of excitement when your Voxer lights up and Vox is the first thing you're looking at in the morning. If you're questioning everything that you want to post. If you are wanting to say more, we talked about this the other week, but holding yourself back. If you are feeling like and telling yourself, I should be further along. This should look better. This should feel better than this. I should be making more money than this by now. And maybe even starting to quietly resent the business that used to feel like your dream, then this episode is going to really help you, because you are probably trying to lead from a frequency that does not match your next level. But I'm willing to bet that you have been wanting to burn down your business, restructure your office, go deeper into your niche. You wanting to, go and purchase another Reels or content or sales and messaging course, because you believe that the problem has started in your strategy. So today I'm going to walk you through my stalled to sales flow diagnostic. I actually taught this in a paid program. I'm obviously not going into the same depth in here as that, but I actually taught this in a paid workshop a couple of weeks ago, because these are real questions that you can use today to figure out what is actually blocking your momentum. Now, I want to share that these questions I have put together in a hierarchy. And so I really recommend that you work through these in the hierarchy. And the reason why I've put them together, and I think about this under my clear, align, leverage, my energetics of success, the clear, align, and leverage codes, we need to, as I've said so many times, we need to be able to hold the business as the identity in our frequency. We need to be able to hold what we are calling in and then craft the strategy that will take us there. But most people go and craft the strategy first, and then our identity hasn't caught up yet. Or we do all of this healing and growth. Like last week, we were talking about the shedding and the shitty year and what we can take from that. We do all of this shedding, and then our strategy actually doesn't align. Okay, so this diagnostic, you can use each of these to really figure out exactly where you are not holding your next level and where your bottleneck is. Okay, so I am going to bring up my diagnostic now. Okay, so the first piece of this is, can you hold your next level? Okay, so what I want you to do is look at this again. This is a hierarchy of questions. So first of all, we are actually going to look at your vision and goal. Do you even know what it is that you've set out to create, or are you just chasing someone else's idea of success? Has the goalpost changed and you are not aware of it? Because that is going to have you circling in such an autopilot way of being and doing and chasing something that you don't actually know where the end destination is, which is why it feels so messy. It's why it feels so heavy. And when we look at our vision and goals, and I know for me, I have something called the Vision Activation Method, and that is a 90-day goal setting process, but it is a frequency first goal setting process. Because we need to be activating our vision first, our vision for our life, not just for our business, our vision for what we want to live and how we want to feel and what we want to experience. And the business becomes the vehicle that gets us to that. And if we are not remembering that vision, if we're not connected with even a little bit of what it is we want to experience and where we're going, then we're just going to create ourselves a job. Okay? So do you know where it is that you're going? And that's what you need to check in on first. And then we're going to do an identity check-in. Again, I have this process here. I can share it with you. The next thing you'll do after that, okay, yes, I'm clear on where I'm going. So let's check in your identity. Are you still leading from your survival self? Are you operating from the version of you who actually believes that she can hold that goal, that vision? Because the vision that involves all the spaciousness and all the overflow, the nervous system overflow, the money overflow, run by an identity that still believes that we have to work really hard to prove our worth, there's the mismatch. There's your very first checkpoint. Are you leading from a survival self? Or is your brand built from proving, people pleasing? Are you showing up every day in scarcity? Are you showing up every day believing that you are not good enough? Or that a part of you feels in contraction when you think about reaching that vision? So vision first, then the identity check-in, and then we do the frequency check-in. Now the frequency check-in you can do daily, and I recommend that you do. And it is mind, body, energy, emotions. Okay. So what thoughts am I thinking right now and about this? What's going on in my head? How does that feel in my body? Is it contracting? Is it expansive? Does it feel safe? Do I get a little icky sensation? Does my chest collapse? What is happening in your body? And then thinking about then the emotional state and the frequency that you are putting out. Oh, I think about that goal. I think about that vision, and I am running from a fear mindset, and I can see those thoughts. Oh, what if that person judges me? And I feel that in my chest and my stomach goes in knots, and then I feel embarrassed, like I shouldn't be putting out this piece of content. And then you can see then what kind of frequency you're putting out from that. So mind, body, emotions, energy, we're doing a frequency check-in. What are you leading from? Get really detailed on it. And if you find the bottleneck there, then that's where you need to do the work. And then with the frequency check-in, I like to ask, okay, well, and this is actually the fourth step, what capacity and meaning am I making of that? Okay, what are you making meaning of those thoughts? Is it, oh, I'm scared to do this, what if they judge me and then therefore I shouldn't do this? Or are we making meaning like, oh, I'm stepping out of my comfort zone, I'm meant to feel edgy and stretchy? What meaning am I making of this? That person didn't sign up for my program. They said no. What meaning am I making of this? And are you trying to hold more without changing what holds you? Are you trying to bring in 20 clients because that's what's in your vision, but you don't have the internal capacity to even hold your own feelings, let alone somebody else's? Does your work still feel meaningful to you, or does it feel mechanical? This is our capacity and meaning check-in. So those are the 4 pieces, internal pieces of our Stole to Sales Diagnostic, all of which that are going to directly impact. And I'm not saying you can't make money while having a shitty time or not feeling amazing or working through a survival identity. But if you are feeling like the sales have stalled, like you want to say more things and you're blocking yourself, if you're feeling like you're not attracting in the right clients and you're really just not getting the results that you're wanting, again, maybe you're on autopilot, maybe you're waking up and your brain's already 10 steps ahead of your business. If you are experiencing these things, then it is going to, what you're going through internally is going to be a direct mirror back to you. So these 4 are the first piece before you move into the strategy, before you go and break your funnel, before you go and pull apart your email sequence, before you go and pull apart your messaging, before you do those things, we want to know these 4 pieces, okay? What is the vision and goal? Are we clear on where we're actually going? Who are we leading with to get there? Getting more detailed into that, frequency check-in, mind, body, energy, emotions. And then what meaning am I making of this? Do I have the capacity? Okay, so those are your first 4 pieces. Then we look at your business. Okay, can my business hold my next level? I guess is the question. And so when we're looking at that, we are starting with systems. And we talked a little bit about this just double checking I didn't miss one. We talked a little bit about this last week. Okay, we were talking about you actually using the challenge that you had to look at, well, what systems do I actually need now to hold my business next time I have a challenge? Hopefully not exactly like that, but next time I have a challenge, because life's life. So if life hits the fan again, what breaks first? If you welcomed in 30 new clients into your program next week, can your onboarding systems hold it? Can your energy hold it? Do you have the automation set up that you need? Do you have all of the welcome sequences? Like, thinking about your systems. How are people being onboarded? How are they being cared for? Are other programs going to drop off if this one grows? Like, thinking about your systems. Or are you going to welcome all these people into your program and then your podcast drops off? Because again, we lack systems, we lack support. Is there scaffolding to hold the success when your energy dips? Because I don't know about you, but my energy, it goes really fucking low sometimes. Like, really low. I just had 2 weeks of that. So is the scaffolding there to hold it? So look, in the same way as asking, can I hold my next level? I want you to think about the bones of your business, the systems and the structure. Can it hold your next level? And when you are confident then it can, then let's check out, because again, we're looking for the bottleneck. Okay, great. Yep, my systems can hold my next level. So now let's go to your front end clarity. All right, so who are you actually really speaking to now? Like, really? Is it actually clear? Has your message evolved as much as you have? Do the people that you are talking to know that you are talking to them? Are you creating that perspective shift, that aha in your content? Are you meeting all of the different pieces, the relationship building and the conversion content and the authority building, the education? Like, are you doing those things? Or are you just posting? So just have a look then at your front end. And do you know what was really interesting? And I want to share this. And I've done an episode about this a couple of weeks ago where I asked for my biggest blind spots. And one of my peers said to me that she absolutely loved my energy. She loves she wants what I offer, but she didn't know exactly what I did. And so for me, that took me straight to, first of all, I went into the first 4 pieces. And the reason that I did that was because I realized that I was not being clear on the strategy piece because I still had imposter syndrome around it. So that work needed to be done first. And then I was able to then tweak what I actually put out in that front end. And now, it's probably not perfect, but in terms of clarity, let me tell you my bio: strategy and frequency for high capacity women scaling with soul, safety, and full expression. Fuck yes business, clean growth, real leadership. So much clearer than the fancy words that nobody understood what I actually did. Strategy and frequency for high capacity women. So my front end messaging, it wasn't clear. And so again, we come back to this. And so if my front end messaging isn't clear, then they're not going to step into my office because they don't know what the fuck I do. So again, this is for you too, to bottleneck. Like, where's the bottleneck? All right. Front end messaging is clear. Great. Do we have offer clarity? Am I clear on how I actually help people? Am I clear on my offers? Am I clear on the structure, the design? Is your offer designed for overflow? Are you selling what is safe and not actually aligned? Are you selling in a way that you actually dread delivering? Like, why are we launching the membership? And I love memberships. I'm just picking on it for now. But why are we launching the membership? That, we've decided that this is how we're going to get our passive income. This is how we're going to get our monthly recurring revenue. So we're launching the membership and we're launching it again and we're launching it again. But I really don't like delivering all those masterclasses. And I'm kind of dreading that. But I need more people. That is a misalignment. Let's find the way that you like to deliver. And then you're going to get more people in your membership because they're going to feel that. So are you clear on your offer? Is the messaging clear on your offer? Is the transformation clear from your offer? Or are we just offering a 6-session package for your 37 modalities and no one knows how the hell you can help them? And do you believe in it? Is it aligned for you? Like, we need to look at this offer clarity. And does someone then come and go, oh yes, okay, this offer is now for me. Like, I can see that I am that person. And I'll give you another example. Again, not saying this messaging is perfect, but been working really hard to refine a lot of my messaging because, again, going through these words, please, Jess, diagnostic processes, it just really helps then to look at all of these pieces and give your business the very best chance for growth. So, for example, 12-month mastermind for the woman ready to scale her income, impact, and spaciousness without leaking energy, dimming her message, or sacrificing her soul for her business. This is where embodied strategy meets energetics and grounded growth. Clean energy, more money, more space, and overflow become your new normal. It just tells you who it is and who it's for, and what it is. And I think that's the thing. Like, if I come to your website, if I come to your page, am I going to know what it is you do? Do you fully understand if someone says, well, how do you work with people? How do you help them? And you're like, oh, well, I don't know. Maybe, it's kind of like this. No. Are we clear? Are we clear that the mastermind is for women growing their business from frequency and strategy from a place of overflow? Are we clear that that's what we're doing? Are we clear that my channel private container is no strategy, frequency only, mind, body, energy, emotions to hold you through your next stretch season, to hold you through your rebirth, to keep your energy up during your next big launch period? So are you clear? If someone came and said, I've got these problems, can you tell them how your offer can help? And then we want to look at our sales process because maybe they go, okay, well, I think that Jess's mastermind would be great. Sounds amazing. I want to do that. And then it's like, oh, but how do I join? Can someone see from your socials how to work with you? Can they see the first step? Are you clear on how you actually move people into your programs? Because I can guarantee so many of you listening are not. Oh, they just kind of find me and then they ring and they book. Okay. How do they find you? Oh, I don't really know. Okay. So where do we know where our time, energy, and attention needs to be going? So once we know that our offers are clear, then we want to be looking at how someone can actually buy from you. Is your sales flow reactive or is it responsive? Can someone buy from you without you having to go and cold DM people or without them? So it's nothing annoys me more than going to someone's Instagram bio, thinking I would love to work with them and not being able to find anything about the offer. Oh, it drives me insane. And then you go Google them and then it's like, come on. Just make it easy. Make it easy for people to work with you. And if you've got that mindset, again, it's then coming back to our frequency. Oh, I don't like selling. Oh, I'm worried about my prices. Oh, okay, well, let's do that work. Go and do that identity work. If you don't like selling, I have a feminine sales training that you can buy. If you don't believe you are a salesperson, then you need to do that identity work. You need to come into our visibility rebirth program, because module 5 is all about normalizing new standards, including selling from service. And then the final thing that we're going to check in our strategy is daily activities. What are you actually doing every day? Do you know where your focus goes? Every Monday, I give my mastermind a document. It comes up in a workflow every single Monday that tells them the most important metrics for them to be looking at, so then they know where to put their time, energy, and attention and where their warmest leads are. Do you know what you're actually doing? No, Annalise in my mastermind, who's a business strategist, so she talks about the daily activities. Am I doing something to be visible? Am I doing something to sell? And am I doing something to nurture? Okay. Can you tick off those three? I just tried to do a 3 with my pinky finger. It just didn't feel good. If you're watching on YouTube, you're like, oh, that was awkward. Can you tick off those 3 activities every day? And always checking back in. We're always checking back into that vision. So once you have been through all of this, and we'll recap them super, super quickly. Let me just bring them up in a little dot point here. Vision and goal, your identity check-in, then your frequency check-in, then the meaning that you're making of this and your capacity, then your business systems and processes, then front-end clarity on who you are speaking to, then clarity in your messaging and offers, then a clear sales process for them to buy from you, and then, yes, I am doing daily activities. If you've ticked through all of that and you haven't found the bottleneck, I will be very surprised. And if you tick through all of that and you make changes and you don't start increasing your income, increasing your visibility, and having your frequency change, I will also be very surprised. This system covers it all. It will find the bottleneck, it will find the diagnostic, and it will tell you exactly where your time, energy, and attention needs to go in order to grow and come out of that energetic mud that you are stuck in, and be able to say more, hold more, earn more, be seen for more. All of that is going to come from this check-in. Now, I can walk you through this. We can start this process together in a 90-minute one-on-one. We can dive deep into this in 10 weeks together. Or if you know that there are multiple pieces that are going to need support along the way, we can work privately over 6 months in my power era container. Or you can come into the mastermind. If you know that it is the identity work that's really tripping you up, in the survival-led identity and the frequency, the scarcity frequency that is coming out with that, then I want to see you in my Visibility Rebirth program in February. We have a whole offer ecosystem to hold you through the survival identity, the rebirth, the pivot, the building from overflow, and the building legacy from your fuck yes frequency. So maybe we need to have a conversation about which of those containers is going to best support you through your growth through 2026 and beyond. Now, thank you so much for being here today. Oh, I love these conversations. It has been an honor to be in your ears again. Don't forget to make sure that you subscribe, leave a review. It just helps the platforms know that this is worth listening to. As we nearly get to our 200th episode, share it with a friend who needs it. And I cannot wait to be back in your ears next week on Resourced. Bye for now. Thank you for tuning in to Resource with Jessica Reed. If today's episode spoke to you, I'd love for you to share it with another soul-led entrepreneur who is also ready to rise. Make sure to subscribe, leave a review, and stay connected, because when you are deeply resourced, you become unstoppable. Until next time, my friend, stay resourced, stay radiant, and trust in the magic that is you.